Hey guys, it's AKJ Productions here, back with the long-awaited Lucifer tier list video. Now this video is not going to have any editing, well maybe a tiny bit, but the video after this, my second and last Lucifer video, which will be ranking all of the 4 seasons, will have a lot of editing. It'll be a good edited video, but this here is ranking or tier listing or putting inside tiers every single one of the Lucifer characters. Now you're going to realize, why do I not have a D tier? It's because we don't have enough main characters. Like, there's a bunch of characters here, but I'm not going to be including them because literally some of them have only been inside one episode, which is kind of dumb. I'm going to be including the main characters, the ones who have had a significant role inside a certain season. The four kind of main villains, Lucifer doesn't really have main villains like the Arrowverse, but they still do kind of, and all the main characters will be on here. And as for, because in that perspective, we don't really need 6 tiers, but also I was looking at like the D tier, and like there's not a single D tier character, and honestly the majority of the characters are going to be A, B, and C, because Lucifer has a really consistent and good cast, unlike the Arrowverse, and there's only one F tier character. So let's start here with the first main character on this list, who's Linda Martin. I'm just gonna put it right there at the top, showing that I'm talking about her. I'm not putting it inside the F tier. So Linda is kind of, she starts off as like the dirty therapist who wants to do you know what with Lucifer. She's kind of one-dimensional. She's always there. She always speaks the truth. But when she went through that pregnancy, she was good. She was a good character when she went through that pregnancy and all that. And I think I like the character development she goes into, but it's not much development because she's already a good character. The only development she goes under is just not wanting to have what with Lucifer. But that's because she was literally, it's the devil. Like, it's so hard to resist. She's kind of just like, every single time you go to her, you know what she's going to say. Like, she's a stale character. She doesn't really move. And, like, what she does or says, she's just there as the relief option. But she can be funny sometimes when, like, she goes to Lucifer and she's like, that's not what I said at all. And also, I think they struck gold with her in season 4 when they actually did something with her other than just being a therapist. When they, showed her having a baby and having to go through all that with an angel. And also, the stuff with the Menadil was just so stupid, but that's not her fault. That's someone else's fault, who I'll be talking about later. But she's going to go in a C tier, but at the very top, there's not going to be much C tier characters, because I really like the cast of Lucifer. Amenadiel is quite the opposite of Linda. He has gone through so much character development, and I think D.B. Woodside... Oh yeah, the Linda actress, she's fine. D.B. Woodside does a really good job in the role here of really portraying what the writers are trying to make him portray, right? Amenadiel is the brother to Lucifer. In the first season, they kind of want to, not really kill each other, but they hate each other. Like, they really hate each other. They do not like each other because Lucifer left hell and went down to earth. And Amenadiel is all, like, by the books and stuff. Amenadiel is really bad at books. And he's more like the person who follows all the rules. He's God's favorite son. He's like the teacher's pet, but to God. And yeah, all that. And then he goes through this amazing development in season 2, where he kind of is like opening more up, and he's like succumbing, whatever, to to Earth. And then season 3, he goes through just another really, like, season 3 is just solid. He's kind of just there. It's probably his worst season, but, he's just there. He still goes through all the character development. He's still good. Still solid character. But in season 4, he goes through such an amazing arc. Literally, such a good arc where he just fully becomes, human, but not really human. And also, I liked him without his powers. I like him with his powers. Honestly, Amenadiel is just a straight-up great character of TV. There's not much more to say. He's not S-tier material because, he doesn't do anything, like, amazing, but he's a good, great character who goes through a lot of arcs, and he's going to be put in A tier. So here we have Malcolm, and this is like the season 1-ish villain. Malcolm is, I don't know, he's kind of like a good guy gone insane, you know what I mean, like really insane, and he just, honestly, season 1 is the one I paid the least attention to, so kind of don't remember it that well, and you're going to see that inside the rankings, like, I'm not going to go through it that much, and same thing's going to go for Malcolm. I just didn't really pay much attention this season. I don't know why. And the 2 times that I watched. Oh, because the first time, I barely even watched season 1. I watched the first 3 episodes and I watched the finale. And then the second time I watched through it. But, honestly, I think watching something once is not, you watch it, you're enjoying it, but you don't pick up the small details. So, Malcolm, I think he was just an insane guy. His actor is pretty good, I guess. Honestly, I'm just going to put him inside a C tier because I barely remember what he did. But everyone else will be fine. Here we have the season 2 villain, the goddess of creation. Now, this is a good villain. Or a good, not even a villain, I'm not even going to call her, but she's the main antagonist of the season. I'm not going to say villain anymore, but honestly, she's such a good character, to be honest. She's a good character, the goddess of creation, but she's not, she had a, wait, hold up, do we have a, oh, wait, we don't have a, what's her name? Charlotte Richards. Do we have a thing for her? Because her and the goddess were 2 different people. Alright, so I'm just going to use this shark as Charlotte Richards, because obviously I'm not going to rate a shark. So, Charlotte Richards is the main character, because she was deeply involved in season 2 and Amenadiel. So first, when she comes, she's seen as this huge threat, oh my god, she wants to kill Lucifer, because Lucifer did not save her when she got cast out of hell, but she's here and she's more sympathetic. But as the season goes on, she shows more of a dark side. She shows that she's slowly, bleeding out what the heck was happening. She's getting her powers, and she started, it's evident that she cares about her family a lot, but she's still going through this personal struggle, and, she's also being selfish, and now she just wants to go to heaven, and she doesn't care what Lucifer wants, and she was willing to kill Chloe to manipulate Lucifer, but towards the end, she kind of started leading towards, oh, I feel bad, Lucifer's my son, but towards the very end, she started just caring about herself, until she eventually, she would be, adopting someone. I think she killed a couple of people towards the end. So anyway, she was a really good villain. You could see, her turning, more and more every single episode to be the antagonist of the season, to be the person that Lucifer needs to stop to save his friends and his family. Well, not really family, because he doesn't really have any under Menadil. But she is their family. And, I think she goes through a good villain arc. Honestly, Lucifer's main villains are not good because they're not portrayed as main villains. But she's definitely the best of them, and I think she's a pretty good character. Definitely not A-tier material, but in the B tier. This is so confusing. Alright, this guy, it was in one episode, Trixie. Alright, I'm gonna make this fast. She's the prototypical young child. I mean, you can't give me a more basic child. She's not really different. She likes candy. Money's for a jar. She's just there for character development for Chloe. She's just there for Chloe and Dan. She's not really, an independent character, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna chuck her in the C tier. There's nothing wrong about her, nothing good about her either. It's just, she's kind of there, you know what I mean? Alright. You were in one episode. God Johnson. I kind of want to rank you, but no, because I love God Johnson. Is this Lucifer here? I'm going to say Lucifer. Hold up. There's Abel. Well, I guess was kind of involved in the storyline, but I'm still not going to rank her. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Maze. Yeah, this is the character I was talking about. She's the only F tier character. She's never even be inside D tier. Maze. Alright, let's go season by season like I have been for everyone. Maze is really confusing. She went through this whole lesbian thing, but at first she was all about, oh, I'm such a player with guys and stuff. And the first season she was just a prototypical, just basic. And the problem with Lucifer is that a lot of these characters are basic. Some of them are completely the opposite, trust me, but she was the basic, oh, I'm a badass, I kick your ass, I'm the badass woman, you know what I mean, I'm badass, stuff. And season 2, she kind of was better than she was in season 1, but not that much better. She was a good character, she's a 2-in-1, she would be a B-tier character, but, God, season 3, it was literally like Felicity in season 4. I honestly, during that scene, during what's her name's, bridal shower, I literally wanted to punch her. She was just being so bad. And the stuff she went through with, like, being jealous over Menadil and just didn't make any sense, honestly. Like, come on, you should be cool with this. Honestly, everything she would do, like, she would try to be sympathetic. She would try to fit in. She would act like she would have no one. She wants to go to hell suddenly. Like, the writers couldn't decide what the hell they wanted to do with the character. Where the hell they wanted to take her in season 3. And the same thing in season 4. She's just a complete sucker. Like, you could tell that she doesn't need to be there. And the whole episode where she just, like, had the bounty hunter, like, I don't know. Maze honestly a really, really bad character. Even though she had 2 solid seasons, the last 2, especially season 3, completely ruined her. Especially season 3. She was so bad in season 3. The way she was just like, oh, no, I hate Chloe. Now I hate Trixie. Oh, I want to redeem Trixie and Chloe. But now Chloe doesn't like me because I'm a hell demon. Oh, my God. Like, no, I just don't think it. Like, compared to some other characters in the show, she is so inferior. So inferior. Because this is a really good show right here. It's a really good show right here, yeah. So, yeah, she's just such an inferior character. I hate her. I honestly hate her. I don't like her. Okay, moving on to Ella Lopez. I know I'm going to say this a lot, but once again, she is that character where you go to her, you get the same thing every time. But she also has some development in that episode that was hers. I don't consider part of the season, but she's in cahoots with one of Lucifer's sisters, but she doesn't know that Lucifer's even a devil yet. But I think the actor does actually a really good job. I've realized that. Like, there's some really good acting in this show. And yeah, the actor does a really good job. Ella's like always that heartwarming character. You go to her, you always get something heartwarming. She's someone you could sympathize with. She's there. She's talking about dead bodies, but she has this really human side to her. Like, she's not like heroic and stuff, but she knows how to do the right thing. She's not like Chloe Decker who'd put her life on ice. It's not like Lucifer who's like immortal and stuff. No, she's someone we could vibe with. Someone who always gives the best hugs. It's a great heartwarming character. Although she's kind of basic, she's a good heartwarming character, and that's all we can really say about Ella Lopez. She's gonna be put in a B tier. Lucifer Morningstar completely is an S tier character, just like Flash and Arrow. It's just an amazing character. The only thing that's actually there's nothing really wrong with him. I would have to nitpick. Tom Ellis, I'd say, does a better job than Grant Gustin does in The Flash. And if you watch The Flash, you know how good of a job Grant Gustin does. I wouldn't say he does as good a job as Stephen Amell does in Arrow. But they're all just 3 amazing actors who do amazing work in their shows. But Stephen Amell is just a bit better. But Tom Ellis is such a good actor. He knows how to make jokes. When Lucifer has to get mad, he gets mad. He was literally amazing in Season 3. And spoiler alert, I did not like Season 3 that much. Like just the stuff he goes through, just... And Season 1, he's just this devil who's just the ultimate player, but he goes through this character development in Season 2 with his mother. I mean, he just makes perfect sense. And you can also tell he's like he wants to be a good person, but he's still so selfish. And Tom Ellis, like, in the writing, just plays him perfectly. Lucifer is a really good character. He's not that prototypical, I would put my life on the line here, like Oliver and Perry, even though Oliver killed at the beginning. He's like, you want to look at him as the hero, but he's really not. He's still selfish, but he's not a bad guy. And the romance between him and Chloe is just really good. I like the on and off there. Sometimes I just wish they would stop playing around, but you know what I mean? It's a show. They want to keep it entertaining. The decision he made to go back to Howard in Season 4, he was so good. He's so good inside every single season. And just the decisions she makes, the way the character's written, the way Tom Ellis can portray every single part, every single side of emotion, deserves the S tier. And the only S tier character in Lucifer. Not main character. Okay, Chloe Decker. Chloe's a good character, like a really, really good character. I think the actor does not as good a job as D.B. Woodside or Lucifer or Tom Ellis, but she does a decent job. She's a pretty good actor. But where this character shines gold is her relationship with Lucifer. I think it's just so good, and just, the writing on the character is also really, really good. Like, you don't know what she's going to do every single time you go to her. She's a prototypical hero cop. But I think the storyline she went through Season 4 just makes her a great character, period. Like, the storyline that she went through, she didn't react like, oh no, Lucifer's dead. Like, the whole time she was just like, Lucifer, if you show your true sides to me, then I won't like you. But she also, she obviously thinks Lucifer is hot and she likes his personality, but she has his drawbacks with Lucifer, and that he's a selfish, arrogant prick, right? But through season 10, what the heck, season 40, went through this amazing story arc. These two characters were so good in season 4, so good. She was also amazing in season 2. Season 1, she was really good. She's a prototypical cop. She really didn't know that much about her in season 1. She clearly loves her family. I like the stuff she went through with Dan. Season 3, she was even good, even though she kind of got thrown around in season 3. Like, she was the one who was being played. Like, the end of the season was kind of about her. Like, she was the one who was making all decisions. But there's a bigger war going on between Lucifer and the main villain, Cain. But she was, like, there. Like, everybody was around Chloe. It's surrounded about Chloe, but she wasn't the main focus, you know what I mean? Like, I like how season 4 really used her to compel the storyline and stuff, and how she would just wasn't sure whether to trust Lucifer or not. Listen, guys, this is such a good reaction. I think Linda's reaction wasn't actually as good as Chloe's, because Linda, listen, you're not gonna, if I heard someone was the devil, I would probably react the same as Chloe. I don't know if I would just go through the paranoia, but the way Chloe reacted and the way that she realized that Lucifer wasn't all that she thought, or the guy made it seem. It's just so good. She's just a consistently great character throughout the show, and I think she is an A tier and the third best character on Lucifer. Eve annoys the crap out of me, but I think she annoys the crap out of everyone, because that was her job. She did what she had to do, guys. And, like, she was honestly, I could say that she's such an on and off character, because sometimes she cares. Like, she protected Trix at that one time, but you gotta realize that she just wants this feeling to belong. And I think we could all sympathize with that. Like, it's obvious. On the second watch, I really paid attention to her character, and she wasn't just a playboy, I want to have fun. She just wanted to belong. She was just appealing to Lucifer. Yes, she wanted to change Lucifer, but she just thought that was what Lucifer wanted, and she's just trying to fit in desperately, but trying not to be that bad of a person, but she was. I think the actor does a decent job. I think she played a really good part in season 4 with, like, towards the end, like, no, not the very end, but towards the end, she let the demons out of hell, because she was honestly just trying to get Lucifer. She just honestly wanted someone to love her, and it was evident, and I liked the way it all came full circle at the end and the finale. She was a good character. She did the good stuff. She basically saved the team, and yeah, honestly, I think she did what she had to do, but I'm still going to put her in a C tier, because she was kind of wishy-washy and really annoying. Like, she was a pain in all her butts, because we just wanted to see Chloe. We just wanted to see Decker Star, but she was just there. But still, she served her purpose. And a lot of you guys will put her in the D or F tier, but I think she's actually top of C tier. She served her purpose, and we need to realize that. Here we have the main antagonist of season 4, Father Kinley. Oh my god. Sorry for my YouTube notifications. Looks like I am going to have to do some editing, but not bad. That doesn't matter. But I got a notification earlier that you guys won't see, but whatever. Father Kinley, I think the actor did a really, really good job here. And I know it sounds like the only actor I think did a bad job in the show was Maze's. Like, Maze's actor wasn't that good, and also, what's his name? Oh, yeah, that's it. Like, all the rest of the actors, like, if you look at the ages, they're much older than the average actors. Like, the average age is, like, 40. Well, the average age for the average actor is, like, 32 or something. So they have more experience under their belts. And I think the acting in this show is just so good. And so is the writing. And so is the unpredictability. Like, you don't know what you're going to get to the episode. That's, like, the main problem with Lucifer, in my opinion. Every episode starts with a murder. And I feel like every single time you get in and they're like, oh, wait, she died? Like, I swear to God, if I had a dime for every single time I heard that. Anyways, I don't know how I got on that note while reviewing Father Kinley. Father Kinley was in season 4, which is known as the best season of Lucifer. I'm not going to say whether I agree or not, but he definitely played a part in that and all that. And, yeah, he was pretty good.